Gary, fair enough to say our poor starts probably cost us there.
Yeah, it was. We've come down here with a game plan, and we're down a lot of key players today. We've counted our captain and our two vice captains are both missing. And Conor McCluskey's missing as well, who's another one can play in centre midfield. So all of a sudden we're down to Ribsy, and obviously Jax went in there in a day, and I thought he'd done really well. But the problem was we come down here and we thought we'll try and frustrate them, try and stay in the game as long as we can, and then hopefully make changes in the second half that'll go in our favour. But unfortunately after 2 minutes we conceded a really poor goal, and then the second one's the one that annoyed me the most, because it's a set piece and they've scored from it, and we need a marked man in the box. Against top sides you want to make them work for their goals. You don't want to be conceding against the set piece against them, and unfortunately that's what we did for the second goal. But at half time it's 3-1. We got ourselves back in the game. I thought for a 10-minute period we were really good, and then they hit us with another blow and a third goal. But we come in at half time and you try to get them together again, and then we make a change in the second half and go back to probably a more familiar formation for us, and I thought we were well in the game. I thought we were really good. We got the goal to make it 3-2. Realistically outside the goals, if you look at it, James only really had one save to make, which was a really good save in the first half. I can't think back. He's had a few that you expect him to save. He's collected a few crosses and that, but he hasn't really had a save to make, or they haven't had a real clear-cut chance. Apart from it, in the first half we had a wee chance when Jack broke through. He could have slipped Andy in, and it was just a pass. And again, it's 4G services. You're coming from grass to 4G, and he obviously puts a bit too much weight on it. If he slides out right, then obviously Andy's in for a shot and goal. And the second half, with a great cross went in, and Jack was a toe away from putting it in the back of the net as well. So we created chances too. But I was proud of the boys the way they come out in the second half, and they didn't give up the ghost. They kept going right to the end. Andy's broke into the box then, he's got a free kick given away against them. But as I said, we're showing great fitness levels. That's one thing for sure, because we're playing against a top side, a full-time side, and we're still going the 90th minute. We're still going the 93rd minute. So from that side of the game, I can't ask any more of the boys, and to come here and score 2 goals is another good feat. But unfortunately for us, we committed suicide in the first 15 minutes and conceded a really poor first goal. But for me, the most disappointing one was the second goal.
You talked about that game plan. There was a change of formation as well, Gary, is that right?
Yeah, well, as you've seen today, obviously Snods was out suspended, Mick was out, Singy, who plays in there, was out, and Connor, who's played in there for us, was out. So 4 of the other centre midfielders were out. Jack's just coming back, and again, we were left at that. That was our option. Jack can play in there's no doubt about that, but he hasn't played much this season. So you're coming to a place like Larne, and we said, what, we have to protect them a bit. So we thought we'd go back with 5 like we played at Coleraine, just to protect them, because it's a new midfield, and as I said, it was a decision we made, but unfortunately it went out the window after second minute and the 15th minute, and at that stage you're not going to embarrass somebody and take somebody off and change it. But we stayed together, come out in the second half, and as I said, we made the change in the second half, and again went back to more natural shape. But that was only because we knew then we could do that. We needed to get a goal back, and there was nothing really to lose at that stage, and it worked for us. But it could have worked the other way. If we'd have started 4-4-2, it could have done the same anyway. We just don't know, because they're such a quality side. But from our point of view, the boys come down, give a good account of themselves. As I said, positives: we scored 2 goals away from home against a top Larne side, and not too many teams will do that this year. The negative is we give them a goal in the second minute and conceded it from a set piece in the 15th minute, which has effectively cost us the result.
A word as well for Peter Campbell, 2 goals today.
Delighted for him. Peter works hard, and he's been having a tough time of late. But I'm delighted for him today. He got 2 goals. He worked his socks off. When he took him off, because he was literally punctured, he couldn't run anymore, and everybody's seen the efforts he put in today, and we just saw with 10 minutes to go we need fresh legs on, and Beggsy went on again, created a couple of problems as well. Andy's come on at the end, created a couple of problems. Josh Doyle come on, thought all the subs come on, done really well actually, so did. I was pleased with every one of them. Fitzy went in the midfield, and he done rightly in there as well. So we've done everything. We give it a good shot. We tried our best to get a result, but it wasn't to be. But certainly today I'm a lot prouder of the boys than I was last week.
I was going to say, because we've got a game now against Warren Point, which is going to be a big game now, given the recent results. You seem fairly positive going into that game.
They're all big games, and just disappointed last week, with the performance against Ballymena, but you know, when you're coming here today, you're going, right, we'll see what character the boys have. But, you know, they've reacted in a positive way. It would have been very easy to come here today knowing the players that we've out and everything else and lie down and roll over. But we didn't. We kept going, stuck to our task. And, you know, as I said, we're probably unfortunate at the end. We maybe didn't sneak a point.